Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thomas Fross here with Fross and Fross Wealth Management, where we attempt to be the voice of reason in a world full of the pundits of pessimism and the wall of worry. As always, please make sure you read the disclosures that were attached to this video, or if you happen to be watching on social media, you can simply go to www.frossandfross.com and read any of the disclosures that you might find there. And so today is, I guess, Tuesday, March 14th, 2013. I'm down here in the Brownwood office. And before I left for the day, I wanted to record this video and just shed some light and give you our thoughts on the bank failure that occurred last Friday. I think for most of us, the word bank failure immediately conjures up the horrible time that we went through during the financial crisis of 2008, or you might think about the Great Depression, or even scenes from It's a Wonderful Life. Well, last Friday, March 10th, the Silicon Valley Bank in Northern California failed for many of the same reasons that it happened in the previous scenarios that I just spoke of, causing investors to become even more fearful and causing all three major indexes to tumble. So I wanted to explain what's going on with this semi-obscure bank and go over what we can learn from it. If you've never heard of it before, it's probably because Silicon Valley Bank specializes in lending money to startup companies, not typically people like you and I. Like some of the banks in 2008, it simply made too many bad decisions at the wrong time, causing a lack of liquidity and a lack of new funds. None of that might have actually mattered so long as customers didn't start withdrawing their money. Of course, that's exactly what happened. On Friday, the government stepped in and took control of the bank's remaining $175 billion in deposits. Now, right now, investors are gripped with fears of a recession. Most areas of the economy, though, remain in decent health. But until the economy cools down, inflation will continue to run hot, which means the Federal Reserve will continue to raise interest rates. Now, with each rate hike, the threat of a recession, it grows larger. Right now, investors are, I think, hypersensitive to anything that looks like the first sign of a recession, and the failure of a major bank certainly qualifies. Hence, the turmoil that we saw in the markets last week. So the question is, what can we learn from this? Well, I feel that there are a few lessons. Number one, always prioritize your long-term goals when making investing decisions. In the wake of the pandemic, SVB made too many short-term decisions that locked up its long-term options. Now, at Fross and Fross Wealth Management, our approach will always be to take the slower but surer path to your financial goals. Second lesson, never forget the importance of liquidity. We are not a bank. We are human beings, and human beings must contend with the unexpected. That means we sometimes need quick access to our money. That's why we will always invest, save, and plan accordingly. And the third lesson, hold to our long-term strategy and never invest based on stories or emotions. Right now, too many investors are trying to decide when a recession will strike and if one will strike. They're overreacting to every single headline. We will not do that here at Fross and Fross. We're experiencing a time of uncertainty in the markets. Such times are rarely fun, but they're not actually unexpected, and they do occur. The good news is that my team and I have confidence in our long-term strategy and the road you are taking towards your financial goals. We will monitor the markets very carefully and keep you updated on what's happening. Now, in the meantime, please do us a favor and let us know if you have any questions or concerns. We're always here for you. Have a wonderful week. And as I've said many times before, this too shall pass.